You know, the other day I was thinking, where would I find a restaurant that had Eastern European, Italian, French, even Mexican cuisine? Well, I did in Ferndale, and I'm at Christine's Cuisine. Let's step inside.
I'm Christina Adams. I'm the chef owner of Christine's Cuisine in Ferndale. My background in cooking is Eastern European, and also it's a natural gift that's given to me, so I just do what I know I do best. Customers keep coming back because they know that the food is consistent, it's homemade, everything is made from scratch, and every time they come in, they'll know that they're going to get a good meal. My customers come from as far as Novi, Rochester Hills, Ann Arbor, West Bloomfield, all over. What we have here is good food. My background in the restaurant was not in the back of the house, but in the front of the house. I never had any background in the kitchen, just a love of food and cooking. The secret to my success, if you truly love doing what you do, it's a law, you will be successful. What keeps me doing this every day and day in and day out is the love of my customers, for my staff, for that person that walks through the door.
Christine of Christine's Cuisine, what a pleasure to meet you and share your table with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me in. Well, let's get to one of my favorites. So tell me about your borscht.
My borscht is a traditional Ukrainian, Western Ukrainian borscht. There are hundreds of versions of borscht. I start with a chicken stock, and then I put beets into it, and we put a little garlic, a little salt, lemon juice, and then we finish it off with sour cream.
Even with the sour cream, it's still light, very tasty, sweet. I love that. Let's talk about your pierogies.
We sell a lot of pierogies here out of the restaurant. They're handmade, and Rachel Ray voted me best pierogies in Michigan in her magazine last July.
That's a big honor. It's a big European community state here.
Yes, I was very pleased with that.
Your latkes, potato pancakes.
Potato pancakes.
Another Eastern European dish. Yours are different. They're not heavy. They look really light. What do you got going on here? What'd you do different?
I don't deep fry them or fry them in any kind of oil. My trick is in the batter I put just a couple of ounces of oil.
Really?
So when I'm frying it on, say, a Teflon pan or a grill, I don't have to use any oil. And they come up light.
The preparation begins with diced potatoes in a food processor. An egg is added alongside oil, onions, salt, granulated garlic, and flour. After being blended together, the contents are given a taste test to ensure quality control. This principle is applied to all the dishes at Christine's. Batter is poured into a container used in the cooking process. Each ladleful of potato pancake mix is carefully poured onto the heated surface. As each pancake bubbles up and starts browning on the edges, they are flipped. Each finished potato pancake is placed on a plate for the sumptuous garnishes that will send this dish right over the edge. How about caramelized onions, sour cream, and let's not forget parsley.
They are light, they're heavenly. Like angels floating away here. The caramelized onions add the sweetness to it. Well, because it's Christine's Cuisine, what's the whole background behind that? Why am I finding Eastern European, now moving to Tuscany? How'd that happen?
Well, when I started considering opening the restaurant, I was thinking, what was I going to serve? And I chose different cuisines that I enjoyed making the most. And that's why there's a great variety of different things. Of course, my Eastern European background brought in the pierogies and the borscht and the different Ukrainian soups that I make. And then once in a while, we'll even have stuffed cabbage on the weekends. And then I do as you can tell on my menu, I have different, like Eastern European, besides Eastern European, Italian food, French food. Those are my favorites to make. That's why I named the restaurant Cuisine's Cuisine.
Perfect, perfect. But I know a little twist. Different type of rice here.
We serve it over basmati rice, only because that's my favorite kind of rice. So
Okay.
I'll say it again. It's what I like, I serve.
Christine's Cuisine.
Yes.
The first step in preparing the Tuscan chicken is coating the chicken breast in breadcrumbs on both sides. Oil and butter is heated in a pan. The chicken goes in. Each side gets nicely browned over a medium flame. The chicken is then placed over a bed of rice. A vegetable sauté for this dish starts with fresh chopped tomatoes, sliced mushrooms, and artichokes. As the mix cooks down, lemon juice, garlic, and seasonings are combined. At the very end, spinach is added. The contents are tossed over the heat as this part of the dish winds up. The finale comes as the fresh vegetable blend is poured over the chicken breast and rice, and this dish is ready to serve.
Thank you again for the feast.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us at Christine's Cuisine, and for more information on her restaurant and others, join us at dininginthed.com.